and see us.
Let us know you can hear and see us, and that it is okay. This is going to be a little scrappy compared to some of our other live streams. We kind of DIY'd this one a bit.
We are young, scrappy, and hungry. It is fine.
Exactly. So, hope everyone's having a good day. Thank you for tuning in to our live stream that in lieu of our IRL show, which is just a little too COVID-y out there. So, just a little extra COVID-y out there. So, hope everyone's staying safe and having fun where you are. Should we sing some music?
I think we should sing some music.
Probably sing some music.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start off with one of our classic introduction songs.
Yes.
Shall we?
Yay!
Our, as you like to say, our most popular song on Spotify.
Yes. This one has over 2 million streams on Spotify. I still don't understand it, but something TikTok.
Something. Okay.
Oh, you hear a lot of stories about the sailors and their sport, about how every sailor has a girl in every port. But if you add a 2 and 2, you figure out right quick, it's just because the girls all have a lad on every ship. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. It's oftentimes a man will leave you broken with dismay. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. There's other things to twiddle when the man has sailed away. Lucky Annie was a lady who'd been pleased by many men. They all would sail away, but then they'd come right back again. But if they never sailed away, she really didn't care.
'Cause I know that you don't need a man to twiddle under there.
And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. It's oftentimes a man will leave you broken with dismay. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. There's other things to twiddle when the man has sailed away. Sabre had her lovers, they came in at every door. You could even say that she was really quite a whore. But when she needs some pleasing, she knows just where to go. I grab my good friend Madame Rouge and we go down below. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. It's oftentimes a man will leave you broken with dismay. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. There's other things to twiddle when the man has sailed away. There was a time when Rouge she found the sailor man a bore. Each new one was more tiresome than the one she had before. Now she finds more joy in breeches than she ever did of old.
I'm more fond of their bulges when their pouch is full of gold.
And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. It's oftentimes a man will leave you broken with dismay. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. There's other things to twiddle when the man has sailed away. Why the boys would look at her and puzzle poor Flintlock. She would sit and smile and nod and let them brag and talk. But if they tried to touch her, well, she'd put them on the run.
'Cause why would I need a lover when I've got myself a gun?
And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. It's oftentimes a man will leave you broken with dismay. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. There's other things to twiddle when the man has sailed away. So next time you're with a lady and she takes you to her bed, be sure to please her well and remember what we've said. For if you do not treat her right, then know that this is true. Us ladies all can have our fun without involving you. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. It's oftentimes a man will leave you broken with dismay. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. There's other things to twiddle when the man has sailed away. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. It's oftentimes a man will leave you broken with dismay. And it's twiddly-idey-idey-eye, twiddly-idey-ay. There's other things to twiddle when the man has sailed away.
Yay!
Yay.
We made it through one song.
Yay!
Victory shot.
High five.
Not time for
Yes,
victory
victory
shot.
shot. Yeah, that's how it goes.
All right.
Alrighty.
One shot for every song.
Yeah.
We get to take less shots the longer it goes on, the more we screw up.
That sounds like classic Maidens right there. Also, that song was written by Janie Maneely, who gave us permission to cover it as long as we wrote our own verses. So that is what we did. And we may have a guest appearance by Atticus the Catechist, who's reminding us that his dinner time is coming up soon. but it is not currently now, Atticus.
See, you don't get that from a live New Deal.
It's
show.
true. You never get that. You never get
cat.
cats. There aren't enough cats at the New Deal.
At the New Deal, so hopefully that will make up for not seeing us in
Internet
person.
gold, baby.
Oh, yeah, there's that star, that
Oh, yes.
superstar.
He's like, no.
Okay, he's done.
Gone.
He will only tolerate so much in the pursuit of food.
It's true. He's expressing his boundaries, and that is fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, speaking of covers,
Speaking
of covers,
Yes.
will they or won't they?
By the double clicks.
Yes.
Hey.
Again, we wrote a lot of our own verses for this
Do you
one.
love the double clicks?
Okay. You and I are kind of like. Oh, nope. I got that one.
Drink.
Do it again.
I say, see, you all can also drink from home, so this
That's
works
true.
perfectly.
The Maidens drinking game is whenever we fuck up, you take a shot or drink or whatever. Maybe
Everybody
not a shot,
wins.
like a sip,
No, sip.
given how
Yes,
much we're
a
probably going to
sip.
fuck up.
Sorry.
Yes.
Do that again. Do it again.
Okay.
I'm in.
We're going to do it.
You and I are kind of like Romeo and Juliet.
No, I'm completely. I'm totally off. I'm so sorry. How does the first verse
You
go?
know, kind of like
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
I'm
there
so
you go.
sorry. Let's
You
do
got
it
it.
again.
Okay.
Misbehavin Maidens are rusty.
The first time in a while.
I'll get it.
We'll get there.
You and I are kind of like Romeo and Juliet, in that I'm romantic and sweet, and you're an immature loser with friends who are unreasonably violent. You and I are kind of like Jack and Sally, in that I'm totally resilient and I sew my own clothes, and you like to appropriate culture. In these stories we want to know, will they or won't they? But with us, I know the answer, we won't. In these stories we want to know, will they or won't they? But with us, I know the answer, we won't. You and I are kind of like Simon and Kaylee, in that I like spaceships and have a brilliant mind, and your whole damn family is crazy. You and I are kind of like Harry Murphy and Harry Dresden, in that I know how to use a gun, and you're wanted by the cops for arson. In these stories we want to know, will they or won't they? But with us, I know the answer, we won't. In these stories we want to know, will they or won't they? But with us, I know the answer, we won't. You and I are kind of like Scorpia and Catra, in that, now it's my turn to mess up.
I cursed
I'm
us.
like, I just spaced on that next line.
Scorpia and Catra.
In that.
I
Support you.
support you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
All right,
we got
let's
it,
do it again. We got
it.
this.
You get it.
Oh, we're awake.
Yeah.
You and I.
Yep. You and I are kind of like Scorpia and Catra, in that I'll totally support you in every way, but you're completely obsessed with your ex. You and I are kind of like Valkyrie and Captain Marvel, in that we're absolutely perfect in every way, but our love isn't Disney approved. You and I are kind of like Starbuck and Apollo, in that after all this is going to end in an anticlimactic way. You and I are kind of like Starbuck and Apollo, in that after all this unresolved sexual
An
tension,
emotional investment.
Time and money.
This is going to end
in an anticlimactic way.
We're not bitter.
You and I are kind of like Spike and Buffy, in that you have a terrible accent
won't.
One more time.
In these stories we want to know, will they or won't they? But with us, I know the answer, we won't.
Hey, can only get better from here.
Yeah, we did it. No,
Do not jinx us.
I was not expecting that to be our captain's wife's lament for today.
Oh goodness! All right, no, we're done. We're done with the. No, we're just gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna be great. Well, the next one's a Flint song, so we know that'll be fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
and we're gonna.
Oh, don't you dare put that pressure
Lizzie,
on
can
me.
you still see me if I sit
Put
there?
that bed.
All right, I've got the cajon. You may not be able to see the cajon.
I did watch
that way.
Atticus go creep up to the hole, and like, my thought that popped in my head was cat in a cajon.
Cat in the cajon.
You're
Cat
been
in
up
the
to that
cajon.
hole, the Megan's experience.
He would leave that very quickly if it started making noise.
I assumed.
Where can they buy an album?
Leggings are very
Oh.
slippery.
If you want to buy physical media, you can do that on misbehavinmaidens.bandcamp.com. We do sell physical CDs on there, as well as the downloadable digital version. And basically any other place you buy music, if you want the digital version. I think you can also buy CDs on Amazon, but we get more money if you buy it from Bandcamp, and you'll probably get it faster. So, you know, give us some love on the Bandcamps.
Yes.
Yay. Okay, so I haven't done this one in a while besides practicing, but I have I like to call this my role model song. Or they get very scared whenever I say that.
It's a little nerve-wracking when you, yeah.
We share hotel rooms with Flint, and every time she starts with this, it's like,
Okay, maybe we just need to back away slowly.
Yeah.
Yesterday in Old Fall River, Mr. Andrew Borden died, and they got his daughter Lizzie on a charge of homicide. Some folks say she didn't do it, and others say of course she did, but they all agree Miss Lizzie B was a problem kind of kid.
'Cause you can't chop your papa up in Massachusetts.
Not even if it's planned as a surprise.
A surprise! No, you can't chop your papa up in Massachusetts.
You know how neighbors love to criticize. Well, she got him on the sofa when he'd gone to take a snooze, and I hope he went to heaven, 'cause he wasn't wearing shoes. Lizzie kinda rearranged him with a hatchet, so they say, and then she got her mother in that same old-fashioned way.
But you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Not even if you're tired of her cuisine.
Her cuisine. No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
You know it's almost sure to cause a scene. Well, they really kept her hopping on that busy afternoon, with both down and upstairs chopping while she hummed a ragtime tune. They really made her hustle, and when all was said and done, she removed her mother's bustle when she wasn't wearing one.
But you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
And then blame all the damage on the mice.
On the mice!
No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
That kind of thing just isn't very nice. Well, it wasn't done for pleasure, and it wasn't done for spite, and it wasn't done because the lady wasn't very bright. Lizzie always done the slightest thing that Mom and Papa bid. They said,
Lizzie, cut it out.
so that's exactly what she did.
But you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
And then get dressed and go out for a walk.
For a walk. No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is a far cry from New York.
No, you can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Shut the door, lock and latch it. Here comes Lizzie with a brand new hatchet.
Can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Such a snob, I heard it said. She met her pa and cut him dead.
You can't chop your mama up in Massachusetts.
Jump like a fish, jump like a porpoise, all join hands in habeas corpus.
Can't chop your papa up in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a far cry from New York.
All right,
That worked.
we're getting it.
Not bad for the first one with that, too.
Yeah, we plopped that into I practiced this week. I did actually practice it with this week, but that worked kind of. All right, let's do the
We'll just keep you on that cajon for a little while.
yeah, I'm cool with sitting for a bit.
Yeah, no need for you to stand up.
Sit on your box. Sit on your box. It's all good. Okay.
That's my box.
All right. So this next one is a song about anxiety because, like many other nerds, I have anxiety, and like many people living in the year 2022, I have anxiety.
Who does not have anxiety at
Yeah,
this point?
I would be very
How
suspicious.
do you live? I'm very curious.
Probably without social media is my guess.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yeah. So this one is kind of a love song and kind of a song about anxiety, and I think I've practiced it enough, but we're gonna find out. We're doing it live.
It'll help with the cajon, I think.
All right. Thank you. Lying in my bedroom, wide awake.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
Trying hard to sleep, but I can't catch a break.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
These worries might all be real or fake.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
But I'll never sort them out before I wake.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
Hey, bunnies in my brain, both night and morning, filling me with anxiety, numbing on neurons like sweet romaine. And I can't stop the worries, I got bunnies in my brain. Hi ho, bunnies in my brain. Hey ho, bunnies in my brain. I try medication and meditation too.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
'Cause managing this is what I gotta do.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
Some days are tough for me to get through,
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
but they got a little better when I met you.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
Hey, bunnies in my brain, both night and morning, filling me with anxiety, numbing on neurons like sweet romaine. And I can't stop the worries, I got bunnies in my brain. Hi ho, bunnies in my brain. Hey ho, bunnies in my brain. When I met you, it was a twist.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
You're so much more than just a tryst.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
Those bunnies in my brain, they must be pissed.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
They're quieter now and they ain't missed.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
Hey, bunnies in my brain, both night and morning, filling me with anxiety, numbing on neurons like sweet romaine. And I can't stop the worries, I got bunnies in my brain. Hi ho, bunnies in my brain. Hey ho, bunnies in my brain. You ease my brain sometimes for sure.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
You make me feel nice and secure.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
But I'm not saying that you're the cure,
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
'cause that belief is immature.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
Hey, bunnies in my brain, both night and morning, filling me with anxiety, numbing on neurons like sweet romaine. And I can't stop the worries, I got bunnies in my brain. Hi ho, bunnies in my brain. Hey ho, bunnies in my brain. Bunnies in my brain will always stay.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
I was built like this to my dismay,
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
but I'll always fight day after day,
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
while you make my heart race in a better way.
Hey ho, bunnies in my brain.
Hey, bunnies in my brain, both night and morning, filling me with anxiety, numbing on neurons like sweet romaine. And I can't stop the worries, I got bunnies in my brain. Hi ho, bunnies in my brain. Hey ho, bunnies in my brain. Hi ho, bunnies in my brain. Hey ho, bunnies in my brain. And I can't stop the worries, I got bunnies in my brain.
Nicely done, Memphis. Yay!
Right.
That worked. All right. we're gonna
Hooray.
Nice.
We haven't
Do
played
not
that one
hide
in
the
a
playlist.
hot minute, so.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we haven't really done
A lot
much
of these-
performing
yeah, it's
in a
true.
hot minute.
Yeah.
That's true, that's true. But part of the reason for that is because we shot a music video, finally.
We did. Yay.
And we're not going to tell you which song, because it's good, and you deserve good surprises in this, the year of our Lord 2022. So,
And it can only be the Lord, because that's the only person that would do this
Exactly,
to us. Like,
exactly.
That's all I'm saying. That's all.
so anyway,
No offense, no
we
offense.
don't know when it's coming out, but it is being
The footage is
edited.
done.
The footage is done.
We're
Very
in the post-production
We're in
stage.
post-production phase, and as soon as we know when it will be available, we will let you know. So keep a watch for that. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be really funny.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully it all comes together.
I think it will.
Now, a song that I wrote. This is a song that is based off of a meme, as it were, off of Tumblr and on Twitter and other places. I think it started on Tumblr, though. The question of if mermaids are supposed to be like sirens and like beautiful women and calling men into the sea, if that's like the classic definition of a mermaid, does it work on gay sailors? Does it work on female straight sailors? Does it work on ace people? I had to answer the question.
Rightfully so.
Mermaids and sirens sing songs from the deep to dash men on rocks or to put them to sleep. What do they do with all the rest, the straight gals and the queers? Do sirens change their music when it falls on deaf ears?
Straight gals and gay guys aren't into top rods. They barely even notice them swimming in their pods. Mermaid calls them back up when it doesn't go to plan. Those lads and lasses can't resist a rugged Aquaman.
Mermaids and sirens sing songs from the deep to men on rocks or to put them to sleep? What do they do with all the rest of the straight gals and the queers? Do sirens change their music when it falls on deaf ears?
Aces and grays hardly give mermaids a thought. They hear the sirens' tempting song and just say, could you not? For those fishy maids have found a way no one can catch a break. They know not even aces can resist delicious cake.
Mermaids and sirens sing songs from the deep to dash men on rocks or to put them to sleep. What do they do with all the rest, the straight gals and the queers? Do sirens change their music when it falls on deaf ears?
Demisexuals all like to think they're in the clear. They listen to the siren song without a spot of fear. They make pals with the mermaids and follow them around. Their friendship blossoms into more, and oops, they're all drowned.
Mermaids and sirens sing songs from the deep to dash men on rocks or to put them to sleep. What do they do with all the rest, the straight gals and the queers? Do sirens change their music when it falls on deaf ears?
Mermaids and sirens are just like you and me. They're all over the spectrum of sexuality. Only one little thing is certainly assumed. Lesbians, pansexuals, and bis are always doomed.
Mermaids and sirens sing songs from the deep to dash folks on rocks or to put them to sleep. It doesn't matter who you are or how you play the game. They'll eat all of the rainbow, 'cause our meat all tastes the same. Yes, they'll eat all of the rainbow, 'cause our meat all tastes the same.
It's always weird to finish a song and then it's just like silence.
But we
I know
hope
that
that
is
you're
the
enjoying
weird
yourself.
thing about not being
Yeah,
actually
thank
happy.
you.
Aw.
Yes, everybody say thanks to Chris, who was moderating our chat tonight.
Thanks,
And,
Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
And he just clapped for us, which was
Yes.
very nice. 'Cause,
Okay.
Without Chris, it'd be even scrappier than usual because we would be jumping back and forth to the laptop to moderate things, and it just wouldn't be good. So much appreciated.
Although I assume people are behaving themselves.
Yes, excellent. The Misbehavin Maidens are the ones who get to misbehave. The chat does not.
Not how this works.
Within a certain margin of error.
Yeah, a certain margin of error,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I think it is
It's weird in the other universe.
Indeed.
Rouge.
So, yes, this next one coming up is a cover from our friends out on the West Coast, the PDX Broadsides.
Some of whom may be in the chat, maybe. If you are, say hey.
Yeah, but gonna launch into that then. Maybe you think you're clever, or maybe you think it's cute. But we are just perfect strangers, so you come off like a brute. And I'm just trying to get to work now, so excuse me if I'm not contrite. But I've never met you before, sir, and you don't know it, but you're starting a fight.
Please don't ask me to smile. Please don't tell me to cheer up. 'Cause this is my face and it isn't your place to tell me how I should use it. No, don't ask me to smile, because it isn't kind, it's creepy. I just wanna be me, angry, sad, or carefree, and I'm fine with me, so I don't see a need to excuse it.
I've got a pretty cancerous puppy, and my mom and dad just died. I'm sorry if I don't seem happy, but I'll try to look on the bright side. But I just lost my things in that house fire, and I haven't pooped in a week. I think my boyfriend's dating a mailman, so my tolerance is reaching its peak.
Please don't ask me to smile. Please don't tell me to cheer up. 'Cause this is my face and it isn't your place to tell me how I should use it. No, don't ask me to smile, because it isn't kind, it's creepy. I just wanna be me, angry, sad, or carefree, and I'm fine with me, so I don't see a need.
I don't care if I'm pretty, I don't care if I'm cute. I'm not looking to flirt, I'm no sweetheart to you. And you may be funny, and you may be sweet, but right now you kinda sound like a creep.
Please don't ask me to smile. Please don't tell me to cheer up. 'Cause this is my face and it isn't your place to tell me how I should use it. No, don't ask me to smile, because it isn't kind, it's creepy. I just wanna be me, angry, sad, or carefree, and I'm fine with me, so I don't see a need to excuse it.
My cat aliens, and my car is infested with bees.
Bees!
I'll try to remember the good times, like when I got that kidney disease. And I'm apparently allergic to coffee, and my sister just got killed by a bear. I'm sorry I seem so distracted, but I just found out I'm losing my hair.
Please don't ask me to smile. Please don't tell me to cheer up. 'Cause this is my face and it isn't your place to tell me how I should use it. No, don't ask me to smile, because it isn't kind, it's creepy. I just wanna be me, angry, sad, or carefree, and I'm fine with me. So I don't see a need to excuse it.
Thank you. Thank
There's
you.
your hand.
Yes,
Hands up there at the end.
so, because I did not mention the name of the song at the beginning, that is called Smile. The rendition that the PDX Broadsides do is a little bit different, so very much, if you liked it, I encourage you to go check theirs out, because it is a slightly different style.
And the whole album it's on is amazing, and you should definitely check that out.
Yes, definitely.
As is the one after that, relatable content, which I really love. Oh, Cat is being gold again.
This is there you go.
Yeah, they're.
He's jumped up back there a couple of times.
Look at that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the bonus of live stream. There's Cat.
I know. You just
oh,
want food.
Yes,
and
so
it's-
this is
one.
this is a song that I wrote,
yes.
and this is one of my I like to call my therapy songs. Things that I'm struggling with in day to day, sometimes just manifest as songs for me apparently. So yeah. So this song is about a very personal struggle of mine, and I'm not going to give it away though, because the song will tell you everything.
Yeah.
Something deep inside of me I don't need anymore. Pain it stings, the tears it brings. To keep it is a chore. I need to give it up, you see. So kindly don't you tease. Beg you, doc, my words don't block. And yeet my uterus, please.
I was born with these useless tubes that only bring me stress. The monthly blood, emotional flood, it really is a mess. Don't tell me I'll regret this path, or a husband I'll displease. Clip it, snip it, go and rip it, yeet my uterus, please.
I've never wanted what it's for. A mom is not my plan. And if I did someday want kids, adopt I always can. There's nothing wrong with childbearing. The thought just makes me freeze. Kids are fine when they're not mine, so yeet my uterus, please.
Money then tried to make me die, growing precancerous cells. To know it's there is just not fair, it's my own personal hell. You have to see this is what's right, don't want to beg on knees. Grab your knife and save my life and eat my uterus, please. Only 40, 30, 25, my mind is set at ease. It's my choice, respect my voice, and yeet my uterus, please. It's my choice, respect my voice, and yeet my uterus, please.
That is the only song that we do not have recorded
Yes,
anywhere.
yes. So that is
Everything else that we sing tonight you can get on one of our albums, but that one is TBD.
still TBD.
Yeah.
Probably to BD for a while.
For a little bit,
honestly.
yeah. This whole COVID thing.
Who has the spoons to go to a recording studio right now? It is not a...
Goodness. And if it was just one of us, it would be one thing. But it is the four of us, so it's a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
But we hope you enjoyed that. 'Cause that's not really
Yay.
anywhere yet.
Tell them
so.
the title of that.
Oh yes, that one is called The Blood Moon Blues.
Yes.
So yes.
And for those who may not live on TikTok and Tumblr, yeet, Y-E-E-T, means to throw. The opposite of yoink.
Yoink.
People were like, eat my uterus? It's no, yeet. It's hard to hear the Y in there. But it is
That's another song.
That's another song.
I love how Flint is the one that said that, given Flint's proclivities for Lizzie Borden, and yeah, we're not going to go into that. We're not going to.
Yeah, we'll
All right.
just skate on past
I will
that.
neither confirm nor deny that I may be a Wendigo.
Okay. All right. Cryptids,
If
a lot
Lord
of
just
us.
dropped.
Hashtag Flint Facts. Unsubscribe Flint Facts. On that note, here's a sweet little song about something I miss doing.
Yeah.
And also one of many examples of how I have absolute subtlety and nuance and cleverness in how I name my songs.
That is you.
write. Yeah, my
Subtlety.
English
An
majors.
enigma
This
within
one.
a mystery, within a riddle.
I majored in English with a writing emphasis. My professors must be so proud of all I have become, because this one is about wanting to make out with people at cons. And it's called I Want to Make Out With You at Cons. You know, just that interesting, subtle, do you pick up on the meaning there? Yeah, anyway, let's do it.
Avant-garde.
I'm all for that direct approach, personally.
You know, I moved to the East Coast, I become direct. I lose all the passive-aggressive stuff from the Midwest, and I'm okay with that. I think you're really cute and nice and funny. We've got a lot in common, and that's just cool. We're not real close, we're far from besties, but if I didn't tell you this, I'd be a fool.
I wanna make out with you at cons. Don't wanna be your girlfriend. Don't wanna date. Just wanna make out with you when it's convenient. When we're cosplaying.
You look so good when you're all dressed up. You're giving me needs that I just can't shake. I like it when you're in character, so I've got a little proposition to make.
I wanna make out with you at cons. Don't wanna be your girlfriend. Don't wanna date. Just wanna make out with you when it's convenient. When we're cosplaying.
You don't live close enough for us to date, and I've got too many things on my plate. But still, you're really cute. Did I mention that? We've got a good rapport, and I'd like to state.
I wanna make out with you at cons. Don't wanna be your girlfriend. Don't wanna date. Just wanna make out with you when it's convenient. When we're cosplaying.
I'd almost worked up the courage to ask you, and then my heart just broke because your Facebook status changed to in a relationship. And I don't think you're polyamorous like I am. So after some thorough soul searching, and after some tears, and a few margaritas, a couple of tequila shots, and many episodes of Gilmore Girls on Netflix, like even season 7, which is not good. Anyway, after all of that, I realized there was just one thing I could do. Find somebody else. How you doing?
I wanna make out with you at cons. Don't wanna be your girlfriend. Don't wanna date. Just wanna make out with you when it's convenient. When we're cosplaying.
Everyone!
I wanna make out with you at cons. Don't wanna be your girlfriend. Don't wanna date. Just wanna make out with you when it's convenient. When we're cosplaying.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands, spirit fingers. Spirit fingers.
Such a good
These
song.
aren't spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
They want Flint to write a song about Wendigos.
About Wendigos.
Oh shit!
Now it's
Okay.
going to Wendigos.
I know who I need to talk to about that too. So
Excellent.
I did
Are
the
we-
song Cryptid Crush.
I was going to say, have we...
Remember, like way back when I wanted to make
was-
that song. I never really
There
figured
was
it out.
like a cryptid song. we
Not a
were working
cryptid song. I was trying to like think of one about like anime, like hentai. How like
Right, girls just want to love monsters.
just like one of like fucking
Right.
monsters, or something
Yeah,
like that. 'Cause,
something
like
like
all
that,
the almost all the hentais.
I
are,
mean,
like,
Misbehavin
hot
Maidens
girl-
does seem like we're sliding into the monster fucker territory these days, so...
I mean, I do
Based-
feel like maybe
based on
it's this
evidence,
half's
they have
problem,
not
even
yet
though
seen
this
it.
one isn't, you
I
know,
just
like...
wanted to make a feminist song about a fucking hentai. That's it.
Look, tentacle monsters just need love too, okay?
And this is why the stream asks you to confirm you're 18 before you can press play. All right. Ooh.
Somebody reminded me of the as a monster fucker.
I literally was just in like a call with a bunch of people, like trying to help someone like a business meeting of like, what is your favorite monster girl?
These are important
To help with
questions.
your fansly. That's all it was about.
I mean, Monster Prom is out there. It's a great game.
Exactly.
Like, Flint and I, if you dig back into our YouTube channel, you can see, I think it was Flint and me, or did you and I play it?
No, it
I
was you
just-
two.
yeah, it was us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
No, Flint and I
Amazing.
played
Goose game.
Angry Goose Game.
And
Totally
also
amazing.
the dungeon game. I don't think I was there for that one.
Oh, we didn't get to do too much of the BDSM.
Okay.
We only did one
Yeah, we
session
did
of
like
that.
one
Okay,
section.
and I
Never
was
made
not
back to
there.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Bring it back around. Bring it back around.
You're in the good shit.
Back
man.
on
Back into
topic.
Riddlin Bay.
Hey, it's all about the banter with us.
It
anyway.
is.
It's true.
This is what they could just listen to the album if they wanted the music.
That's fair.
Exactly.
What you want is us.
One of my friends asked me, "Why don't you put the banter on the CD?" I'm like, "Do you know how sick everyone would get of the banter if they put it on the CD?"
As somebody who collected a lot of CDs that have banter on them, never
Yeah.
put your banter unless it's a
No.
live show. Live shows
Live
banter.
shows are good.
Other albums,
Besides, how would we choose which banter to include, considering it's different every time?
every
That's
show's
true.
supposed to be
Yeah.
different. That's the
Yeah.
point.
We have some go-tos, but we also like to improv a lot.
All right, let's do a song. Let's do a song.
Okay.
How novel.
All right. Drinking song.
Yeah,
Drinking
this is a cover of a Bells of Bedlam song. They were a cool Ren Fair band out in California, who I got to meet one time and get very drunk with. I was drunk, they were not, because they were performing and they're professionals, but I have stories about that incident, but it was a very good day. Let's just put it that way.
Good stories.
Yeah.
Good stories.
Mixed with standard horrible drinking.
You know, I blessed my pirate hat by puking into it for the first time, so, you know. No, that just means it's real.
I
cleaned
am
it.
perfectly fine with my pirate hat remaining fake and puke free.
Well, different strokes for different folks, you know?
Like, quote that shit.
Yep.
Somebody put that on
Somebody
Twitter.
put it.
All right,
All right.
let's go.
This is how we get out of context maidens on Twitter.
Yep.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
Beer.
Now, if you're like most of us raised around here, then you must have started your drinking with beer. We learned how to flirt with the lads at the bar and ring out a toast for all friends near and far.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
Cider.
When burning desire has got you quite vexed, when need for a partner has left you perplexed, just grab a fine cider and ring your own bell. The use of your own hand will satisfy well.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
Rum.
The young men all eager to do as they should. If they could do more than just only look good, let rum, sweet elixir, distract from your plight. At least a good bottle might last through the night.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
Vodka. Sorry.
Now vodka's the best choice for mending a heart. Just open a bottle and toast your new start. If a second reminds you of his shortcomings, then open a third one and
Burn all his things.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
whiskey.
Now whiskey's the best choice for sending off kin, for toasting their stories of virtue and sin. We'll drink, laugh, and weep till we're all good and tight, and if it's a good wake, it'll end in a fight.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
Schnapps.
You start drinking schnapps when you're finished with juice, but keep doing shots and your lips become loose. The more schnapps you drink, the more truths you'll tell, and now we all know why you're going to hell.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
Tequila.
Tequila's the thing when you want to forget all the bad choices you've come to regret. You lick off the salt, you suck on a lime, and hope that you wind up in your bed this time.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
Absinthe.
With absinthe the party did take a sharp turn. You fought with green fairies, woke up in a fern. But all will be well if you clean up the mess. Just get rid of the corpse and the Tinkerbell dress.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
Closing time.
No.
What was it? All right.
When life gives you comedy or tragedy, we'll tap another vat. Raise your voice with mine and say, I'll drink to that.
Yay! We got through it. Sorry about that. I was like, yay, I got through my verse.
Like
you
all
want me to
drinking
do something
songs,
else?
it just devolves.
Oh, gosh.
In fact, we want you to do 2 verses tonight. Alrighty.
Oh, been a very long
Back
time.
to you.
Wait,
Well,
back
back
to
to
me.
your song.
Back to me. Actually, 2 of mine back to back. So, this one is because I love libraries. And I love libraries. And if there are any librarians watching, you're welcome, and I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Let's get busy in the library. I want to do it by the books. But if I can't be quiet, we'll get nasty looks. My bits are dewy, and by now my pleasure's feeling overdue. Let's do it in the library. Let's do it in the library. Let's get busy in the library, and then my pleasure will renew. There's so much friction and non-friction to pursue. Oh, put a hold on me, I promise I will not be so reserved. Let's do it in the library. Let's do it in the library. Let's get busy in the library, where we can hide among the stacks. Don't leave me hanging in suspense at the climax. Let's make the graphic novel section much more graphic than it's been. Let's do it in the library. Let's do it in the library. Let's get busy in the library. My lust is hitting overdrive. Shelf 306.7's where I feel alive. For some extra kick, I'll maybe even do you dog-ear style. Let's do it in the library. Let's do it in the library.
No.
Sorry,
Not.
that's you.
I wanted you in the library since I first checked you out. My love life had been in a catastrophic drought. But since I found you, erotica genre, I want to read you all the time. And
I want to do it in the library. I want to do it in the library.
woo!
Yeah.
We're up to what, 8 shots now that people
Yeah.
have done? Better than Maidens
This can only
drinking
make
game?
it better.
So that's what we're doing during the intermission, right? Like
Yeah.
that's a
We're gonna
plan.
catch up. Yeah.
That's true.
Alright.
Yeah, we're gonna catch up to you.
Couple more songs to the intermission. How are we doing with like time and stuff? Chris, what time is it?
Well, it's empty
Quarter
at this
after
point.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's
I'm just
okay.
We're not being hustled out of doors at this one. So
No.
That's true.
But we do have 2 sets for you, so we'll have a little break in between. And if you have any questions for us, feel free to pop them in the chat, and our fair Chris will relay them to us.
all right. Back to the other song.
Oh yeah,
that
the
you
other
wrote.
song I wrote, yes.
Very important
I
song.
wrote a lot of this while warming up at the rock climbing gym, actually, which is a fun fact.
Lovely.
So, I was very angry because somebody was telling me, I'll let you guess the age group who told me this, that the best birth control is aspirin. Because you just put one between your knees, ladies, and then you won't have a problem. And first of all, fuck you. Secondly, there are a lot of ways to fuck with your legs together. Are you kidding me? Like, how uncreative are people? So I wrote a song about those things that kind of became my anti-purity culture anthem, but also many tips on how to have sex with your legs together. So enjoy.
We're nothing but educational.
Yep. This one's called Aspirin Twixt Our Knees. Not ass betwixt our knees, which it does sound like that.
I mean, that would be good too.
Which, legit, if that's what you're into.
I asked my mom how I could be the best I am. She said if you do just one thing, you surely won't be damned. Well, then I asked what is it, and she answered so demure. Just keep your knees together, love, and always you'll be pure. We were taught to keep an aspirin twixt our knees, to keep us out of trouble so our mothers would be pleased. But then I learned a secret, a trick that I will share.
My fingers, they still fit between, no need for an affair.
When she said be pure, I asked her what she meant. Did she mean pure of heart or mind, or always pay your rent? But no, she said none of that matters in the slight. Keep penises away from you and then you'll be alright. We were taught to keep an aspirin twixt our knees to keep us out of trouble so our mothers would be pleased. But then I learned a secret, a trick that I will share.
My mouth and tongue, they still could pleasure all the ladies fair.
And though I had some friends abstaining happily, so many of us sat around confused as we could be. A cock is such a tiny thing to have so much control over our worthless people and our demarcated role. We were taught to keep an aspirin twixt our knees to keep us out of trouble so our mothers would be pleased. But then I learned a secret, a trick that I will share.
I never had an interest in activities down there.
So those of us who wanted more decided to uprise, deciding for ourselves exactly what went between our thighs. We are the revolution, a movement going strong, of folks who are defined by more than someone else's dong. We were taught to keep an aspirin twixt our knees to keep us out of trouble so our mothers would be pleased. But then I learned a secret, a trick that I will share.
They still could bend me over and then claim my derriere.
Abstaining is an option, but it's not the only one. If you play with someone else's bitch, your worth is not undone. If anybody tells you you're a slut or you're a whore, say yes I am quite proudly and then show that fuck the door.
Yay! The anthem. Okay, one more song in this set. I'm gonna grab some water though, and
I will, while you do that, we can tell people where they can find us
Yes.
online.
Mhm.
Misbehavinmaidens.com for all of your Misbehavin Maidens needs. Links off, well, maybe not all of them. Links to our YouTube channel, links to our many social media presences on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter, no, we are Misbehavin Maids because of the character limit for YouTube or Twitter names. And yes, there are also links to our Bandcamp site where you can buy merch if you want, including shirts, including CDs, including stickers, and other things that pack flat. No dice and no pint glasses there yet, but, you know, if someone really, really wants them, I might be able to make that work, but it'll take some time.
Or one
So-
day when we
one
can go
day.
perform in person again.
There's that,
Yeah.
too.
That far off dream.
far off dream.
Yeah.
Alright. So yes, this next song is a song that I was in the middle of writing for forever, and then everybody was like, we were in the middle of recording our last album, and everybody was like, you must finish the song. So Flint helped me finish it up, and yeah, it is, I don't know, we all really, really love this song. It's kind of personal to, I think, several of us, just from the experiences we've had.
We get a lot of good feedback on this one. People
Yeah.
are like, right?
This is a song about pillow talk.
We just finished fucking each other. It was pretty good, not great. We matched on a phone application. You said you weren't looking to date. Now we're lying naked in the bed. Our silence fills the air. You turn your head towards me as you reach to touch my hair.
I can't wait for my partner to meet you, you casually say with a grin. My mouth drops open, my eyes open wide, don't even know where to begin. You haven't told me about them before now, or bothered to give them a mention. Pillow talk's not the appropriate time to give it your fucking attention.
We've gone on a couple of dates before now, and somehow the moment is right. I go back with you to your bedroom and we screw all through the night. I wake up refreshed the next morning. Oh good, you're up, you croon. I brace myself and hold my breath. Don't want to judge too soon.
Do you think you could back my Kickstarter? Just $3,000 to go. I can't pull my face any harder. This is shit you should already know. You haven't told me about it before now, or bothered to give it a mention. Pillow talk's not the appropriate time to give it your fucking attention.
When you invited me to your orgy, I figured, okay, what the hell? The group was all super attractive, and I'd had a bit of a dry spell. I should have suspected that something was off, or at least all was not as should be. After several embraces, I found several faces all peering down at me.
I Hope that you're not too allergic. That's the pillow where my cat sleeps.
Let me now tell you all about Jesus. You must know that he loves you heaps.
Lie back and try to get comfortable now. I'm sensing some hesitation.
But you'll want to get the best angle for our PowerPoint presentation. Fucking timeshares. So, if you're taking somebody home or to your hotel bed, consider your thoughts so carefully and beware of what is said. Do not break some new information while you're basking in the glow. Don't criticize or proselytize or tell them about your show. Saber.
I have my ways of marketing and you have yours.
We're not saying withhold information, just tell them before you both screw. There's too many chemicals after sex to agree with or say no to you. If you haven't told them about it before now, as we may have already mentioned, pillow talk's not the appropriate time to give it your fucking attention. No, pillow talk's not the appropriate time to give it your fucking attention.
Okay. Right. So
We take a break.
there endeth the first set. Are there any questions before we break?
Yeah,
Chris, that you
please.
want to relay from folks?
Nothing
Nope.
so
No,
far? Okay.
like we need to drink more.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why are
Everyone-
we drunk more?
yeah, why aren't we
Everyone
drunk
have a
yet?
drink. If you have a question, go ahead and drop it in the chat during the break, and maybe we'll do a little see if there's any questions when
Yeah,
we come
Hydrate
back.
before you hydrate.
But we're gonna take a little. I think we're gonna
We're
sign
gonna
off for a sec.
cycle our fluids and stuff.
Yeah.
E.
That is I like the scientific. Yeah, that's
Yes.
good. Cycle your fluids. I like it. Yeah.
Try to get through the hoop.
Yeah. In basketball.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
All right.
I
Like I said,
I was
that's a
about
terrible
to say,
idea.
aren't you supposed to be the non-athletic one?
There we go. Which of us is the athletic one?
I played softball for 8
I was
years.
gonna say I did gymnastics, ballet,
I
did ballet.
volleyball,
I did like dance for like 8 years. So
Yeah, this is part of the show, Chris.
gymnastics.
You weren't live for half of that.
I think I
Tossing
am.
F bombs
I'm
through
not
your
now,
neck.
but I think I was the most athletic of the group.
That's still terrible.
It's so light. It's
Maybe
not
we
gonna
should
knock
stop
it
chucking things at our
But it's,
setup.
but there's a hoop.
There's a hoop. It's like
There's a
British
hoop,
sort of, but yeah.
But
Oh my
that
God.
bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Both
that's
bombs, which is
yeah.
way more fun. Throwing a bomb through the hoop.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hi, everybody.
No, we did not consume alcohol in that break. Thank you for asking. We should have, but we did not.
This is pure
We're
maidens.
professionals.
Yep. Speaking of pure maidens, why don't we tell them about some ridiculous con shit?
Yay!
We mostly spent a lot of our like away shows from the local area, our various different nerd cons and things. And this is a song that Flint and I, you wrote most of it, right?
Yeah,
You
we
wrote,
were
like,
at the table with Dragon
yeah.
on.
and started writing this together, and Flint finished it up, and it's beautiful. But
It's
it's
great parodies, and that's it.
it's full of very, very good lessons. So
You might recognize this tune if you've been on the internet.
Stop for pictures at the top of the stairs. Try to lick all the vendors' wares. Rush a panel room when you're told to wait. Tell the xenomorph you wanna procreate. Dumb ways to con. So many dumb ways to con. Dumb ways to con. So many dumb ways to con.
Keep a tribble as a pet. Sell a vial of Chris 7 sweat. Enter the Pokemon tourney with all Bidoof. Do a barrel roll off the hotel roof.
Dumb ways to con. So many dumb ways to con. Dumb ways to con. So many dumb ways to con.
Challenge a Wookiee to a fight. Smoke a cigarette and set your wig alight. Go to the LARP with a sharpened sword. Throw some chimichangas at a Deadpool horde.
Dumb ways to con. So many dumb ways to con. Dumb ways to con. So many dumb ways to con.
It's you.
Oh, it's me.
No.
It's my turn. Wait.
no, I did
I
the
did
first
this
one.
one.
Wait, what?
Let's just
Are we done? One,
Let's
two,
go.
three,
Let's
four.
do it.
How did I miss it?
I'm like, I did the first verse.
I didn't even. Okay, fair. Oh my god, I'm so much tense on these things. Okay. Okay. Let me see.
No,
Okay.
no music, only you.
Yeah, okay. Yell spoilers at the Marvelverse shoot. Tell an Alucard is Carmen San Diego's cute. Go to the rave when you're feeling faint. Hug somebody while an unsealed body paints. Here's to steal your shit.
Dumb ways to con. So many dumb ways to con. Dumb ways to con. So many dumb ways to con.
Agree to a group skit without committing. Watch all of Evangelion in one sitting.
Go a weekend without taking a shower.
Chuck energy drinks and just live in the game
Blow
room.
your money on swag and forget food's important.
They may not rhyme, but they're quite possibly the dumbest ways to con. The dumbest ways to con. Dumb ways to con.
Or should I forget that part?
So many dumb ways to con.
You say to conventions, especially in the pandemic.
Be safe. Wear your mask.
Yes.
get a mask.
I'm not gonna lie, it was coming up on my verse, and internally I was that gif of the woman doing the equations in her head, being like, what do I say?
I was focusing so damn hard on those chords because it's been so long that like my thumb went numb.
It's okay. At least the fuck ups are going. Basically, Rouge is our best one tonight.
The one who missed rehearsal last week! Yeah!
That's it. That's what it is. We need
Alright,
to
no,
stop
no.
rehearsing.
Yeah.
Isn't that how the hooligans do it?
Yeah. That's how hooligans do it.
It's the hooligan tactic. You just don't rehearse.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
So this next one, again, if for those who tuned in for the first set, I have incredible word art for my, not like Microsoft Word art, actually kind of like Microsoft Word art. My titles for songs are a form of art in that they are incredibly on the nose. So this one was because Flint told me to write a song about how drinks don't have a fucking gender.
Mhm.
So I wrote a song called Drinks Don't Have a Fucking Gender.
So good.
It is what it says on the tin, folks. There's a lot of swearing in this one, too, so please enjoy. And for those who want to play a fun little game, count how many F-bombs are in this song, including all the ones Flint adds.
Because you can add this one. This one counts.
Do you want the F-bomb?
A bonus F-bomb to start.
There you
it
go.
out.
Alright.
So that's a 1 on the counter.
And just bomb Flint every time she does one.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Drinks don't have a fucking gender, oh you know that's right. Both Cosmos and straight whiskey, they can keep us warm at night. Just 'cause a drink is pink, it doesn't say a thing about you. 'Cause drinks don't have a fucking gender, it's true.
Don't tell me I can't drink a shot because it's just too bold. My gender isn't governed by the drink I choose to hold. Each scotch or a fine bourbon neat, they taste real good to me.
And drinks don't have a fucking gender, you see. Drinks don't have a fucking gender, oh you know that's right. Both Cosmos and straight whiskey, they can keep us warm at night. Just 'cause a drink is pink, it doesn't say a thing about you. 'Cause drinks don't have a fucking gender, it's true.
I'm something of a sugar fiend, it's not a felony. With cocktails full of grenadine, blood of my enemies. They taste great and they're strong as hell, what makes that immature?
And drinks don't have a fucking gender for sure. Drinks don't have a fucking gender, oh you know that's right. Both Cosmos and straight whiskey, they can keep us warm at night. Just 'cause a drink is pink, it doesn't say a thing about you. And drinks don't have a fucking gender, it's true.
Just 'cause I like tequila, it don't mean I overdo. I savor the expensive stuff and stop before I spew. I'm not a lush, I'm not a mess, I drink it nice and slow.
And drinks don't have a fucking gender, you know. Drinks don't have a fucking gender, oh you know that's right. Both Cosmos and straight whiskey, they can keep us warm at night. Just 'cause a drink is pink, it doesn't say a thing about you. 'Cause drinks don't have a fucking gender, it's true.
Well, I like wine, it's yummy, it's the way that I unwind. I might just have another glass if you would be so kind. I'm not a snob about it, but just let me reinforce
That drinks don't have a fucking gender, of course. We all like drinking different things, that's totally okay. Drinks are not identity, whatever others say. But all that said, please don't drink crap, 'cause life is just too short.
For Bud Light.
Or Arbor Mist.
Or Everclear.
Or Four Loko. Or $1 Long Island iced teas. Be good to you, you're worth it. Drink good booze that likes you too, for fuck's sake. And drinks don't have a fucking gender, it's true. Fuck shit!
The shit does not count toward the total.
Damn it!
Now I'm gonna want to throw it in the cajon. It's
Almost.
a little bit like a bad carnival game.
I don't think it's
Almost.
enough fit.
I feel like this is carnival level of
Yeah,
like
bullshit, yeah.
bullshit.
It's like just slightly bigger than the cajon hole. The cajole.
the cajole.
There we go.
Okay, now it's nestled in the cajole. We all
God,
feel better now.
every percussionist ever just hates me now.
Can someone pick it up and show that to chat? Because it's kind of amazing.
Does it sound echoey as in everything is duplicated?
We'll stick it back in there. What'd you say?
Someone messaged me that
You gotta wedge it.
Yeah,
You gotta wedge
it's-
it in the whole saber.
I think it might be because we have the two mics on there, and it might still be pulling in both of them.
It's
See?
being weird.
Oh, it's because of that audio input. Boop. That would
But
be
yes,
why.
There's the.
That.
It's in the Cajole.
Even if.
now.
Yeah, but it's
F-bomb is
muted.
in the Cajole.
Yeah, that's weird.
Just nestled
But it
all
was
in
people
there.
were hearing us even when that stuff was muted before, right?
Yeah, like there was only one input that wasn't muted, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't know. It's
Alright.
been in and out, and sometimes there's an echo, and I'm like, but I haven't done anything. I lowered their volume so it doesn't peak.
That's so weird.
We're scrappy today. We're sorry. We usually have a more professional audio and video setup, but you know, this is what we could do on short
Last
notice.
second, yeah.
So yes. All right. What are we doing next? Oh, a shanty.
Oh goodness, yes, the space
And there's
shanty.
the cheat sheet.
So this song is my. I figure people wrote sea shanties back in the day. People are still writing shanties about local boats and rivers and things like that, and their sailing experiences. And so I figure that in the future we will have space shanties. So this is a sort of Cliff Notes version of a very, I don't know, maybe it's kind of obscure
Yeah, it
sci-fi
might be,
show.
a little bit.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
You
if
may
you'll
not have
recognize
seen it. It's okay.
You might not get the jokes. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hate this song. It's okay. Like
Damn.
That was harsh.
You're the one who says it.
I know, I do. It's not that I hate
I
the
know.
song. It's long.
it is.
It
Long.
is very long.
Usually long things are the problem.
It was Wednesday morn when we engaged, boldly going places man had never known. When up on the bridge we spied a Romulan ship, far away from the neutral zone. And the planets they do roll, and the distant stars they glow. And we poor ensigns are running round the ship, while civilians I lie down below, below, below. While civilians I lie down below. Up spoke number one on the Enterprise, and he was a handsome bearded man. He straddled a chair with his very long legs and said, "Captain, do we have a plan?" And the planets they do roll, and the distant stars they glow. And we poor ensigns are running round the ship, while civilians they lie down below, below, below. While civilians they lie down below. Up spoke the captain on the Enterprise, and a well-spoken man was he. "I don't want to tangle with the Romulans, I would rather drink my hot Earl Grey tea." And the planets they do roll, and the distant stars they glow. And we poor ensigns are running round the ship, while civilians they lie down below, below, below. While civilians they lie down below. Up spoke the captain. Oh, no. Up spoke the doctor on the Enterprise. She was a well-dressed woman in blue. She said,
Captain, come on, you have to run the ship. All the crew is depending on you.
"You're not my mom." And the planets they do roll, and the distant stars they glow. And we poor ensigns are running round the ship, while civilians they lie down below, below, below. While civilians they lie down below. Sorry. Up spoke Lieutenant Commander on the Enterprise, and a curious android was he. "Will someone please explain why these Romulan ships have decided to break the treaty?" And the planets they do roll, and the distant stars they glow. And we poor ensigns are running round the ship, while civilians they lie down below, below, below. While civilians they lie down below. Up spoke the pilot on the Enterprise, and a nerdy little genius was he. So I think that
Shut up, Wesley.
And the
planets they do roll, and the distant stars they glow. And we poor ensigns are running round the ship, while civilians they lie down below, below, below. While civilians they lie down below. Up spoke the engineer on the Enterprise, and his visor was really high-tech. "I hope that this conflict doesn't take that long. I've a date waiting on the holodeck." And the planets they do roll, and the distant stars they glow. And we poor ensigns are running round the ship, while civilians they lie down below, below, below. While civilians they lie down below. Up spoke the counselor on the Enterprise, and a very pretty empath was she. "There's Romulan vessel outside of the ship, and I sense the Romulans are angry."
Thanks, Troy.
And the planets they do roll, and the distant stars they glow. And we poor
poor ensigns are running round the ship, while civilians they lie down below, 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 while civilians they lie down below. Up spoke security on the Enterprise, and a very moody Klingon was he. He said,
Klingons do not sing space shanties.
and the planets they do roll, and the distant stars they glow, and we poor ensigns are running round the ship, while civilians they lie down below, 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 while civilians they lie down below, 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 while civilians they lie down below.
Yay, I got through it. Sorry.
It's too bad it's really hard to sing Boimler, or I would really like to do a lower decks version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boimler.
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 Boimler. Yeah, I
That's
don't
like
think I can
Boimler.
sing
Yeah,
that
Boimler.
word.
That's like the main dude.
I feel like if you were going to enjoy Star Trek, it would be Lower Decks.
I've heard. Discovery, I've heard I would enjoy as well.
You would probably dig Discovery.
in some cases.
The new Strange New Worlds is pretty rad too.
Yeah.
I love Strange New Worlds.
All right, what we got
Okay,
next?
back to me and the uke. Another cover for you all, for your enjoyment. This is a cover by Garfunkel and Oates, and it's always hilarious when people are like, "Hey, Garfunkel and Oates stole your song."
We paid them to do this.
We pirated it. No, we didn't pirate it. We actually do license this song.
Oh my god,
so,
someone
yeah.
shared a Garfunkel and Oates song in one of the Discords I'm in, and someone was like, oh man, this band is great. I'm like, how did you get to your 30s in this the year 2022 and you had never heard of Garfunkel and Oates? What nerd hasn't at this point? I don't know.
I'm gonna guess a lot of male nerds. They don't like Garfunkel and Oates very much.
Hey now.
Okay, but you
You're
know.
an all-star, Chris.
Get your game on. Go. Hey.
I said a lot. I didn't say all.
Hashtag not all male nerds.
Exactly.
All right, let's do this. Get in my go-kart, strap myself in, rev up the engine, let the fun begin. Put my foot on the gas and I'm out of the gate.
But the faster I go, the more the metal vibrates.
My body's tingling from my head to my toes, but the thing that's really buzzing I hope nobody knows, cause I'm feeling kind of funny in a biblical way.
God damn, it's shaking hard on my Georgia O'Keeffe bouquet. I never guessed this trembling machine would turn the motor on under my hood. Go-kart racing, accidentally masturbating. Go-kart racing, mechanical, so fornicating. Go-kart racing, no stopping till I cross the finish line.
Shifting gears, I can feel my heart throb. Hope nobody notices I'm getting a loop job. Don't need no gentleman to start my engine, cause I can even feel a little rear suspension. Try to cover up my scandal like I'm Goldman Sachs, but shit is getting real on this indoor track. I'm about to go blind and I feel like a creep,
Cause it's pressing on my horn like beep, beep, beep. Now my driving is getting erratic, cause this transmission is automatic. Go-kart racing, accidentally masturbating. Go-kart racing, mechanical, so fornicating. Go-kart racing, no stopping till I cross the finish line.
If the fruit is ripe, you might as well pluck it.
Was gonna slow down, but then I thought, fuck it.
And no one look at me, cause this is it. Green flag, go, go, holy shit. Go-kart racing, accidentally masturbating. Go-kart racing, mechanical, so fornicating. Go-kart racing, no stopping till I cross the finish line. Go-kart racing, accidentally masturbating. Go-kart racing, mechanical, so fornicating. Go-kart racing, no stopping till I cross the finish line.
I made the little sound like Mulder did in that one episode of X-Files where it's the flippin' dead alien.
Ah,
Dead
yes, of
alien.
course, that episode.
Jose Chunks from Outer Space, the best X-Files episode. I will die on this hill.
David Duchovny, why won't you love me?
God, that would be fun to cover.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we could do it justice, but it's a really fun song.
It's really good.
All right. Another Yuki one. Hopefully your hands are not about falling
Yeah, who
off.
approved 3 uke in a row?
Well,
Well,
it's
one's
a little
the
uke.
PSA.
It's okay.
A little
Sure.
uke one after. It's
I'm
2.5.
trying.
Two
I'm
and a half.
trying.
2.5.
We
She
need
did.
to switch it up.
Yeah, right.
It's okay.
We gotta
okay.
switch it up.
So yeah, as you noticed so far, I write the parodies in the song, but I actually wrote this one before the band even existed, long before the band even existed, because I've been going to anime cons for over 20 years now, and I grew up on anime. I grew up on anime from the 90s. That was my jam. So I wanted to make an ode to anime from the 90s that I was going to use in a cosplay skit at an anime con, but that never came to be, so now I get to sing it with these nerds. Right.
Pre-baked
Probably
content.
remember. Yes. Might remember the tune for this one too. If you recognize any or all of the references here, I love you. Game Boy got Dragon Ball, made sure to watch it all. One Grush kit a day, got high on model spray. Make posters on his door, couldn't even see the floor. Never went to Japan, what happened to his plan? He was gonna be an idol, he was gonna be a star. Gonna get a replica, Nikki Basara's guitar. His desk job 8 to 3 is now the enemy. No more D&D nights, and nothing has been alright.
Since Akira, Gokudo, way before Naruto, there was Fonseca, Flone, and Sailor Moon on USA. The newbies in high school, they tell us that we're uncool, cause we've had our Asian fix since 1996.
We've seen all the classics, every line we know. Mention the Slayers too, even Nadeshiko. We sing Sana's rap, knew all the guys in SMAP. Thought we'd get a hand on a member of Pris's band. Wear the bikinis, made of tiger. And who's that Tenchi clone out screaming bloody murder? When did that OAV become TV? Whatever happened to tape trades, cell shades in the decades
Since Akira, Gokudo, way before Naruto, there was Fonseca, Flone, and Sailor Moon on USA. The newbies in high school, they tell us that we're uncool, cause we've had our Asian fix since 1996.
We hate cuts, make them stop. When did wine and beer become tea and pop? And when did pirates start using toy guns? Glad 4Kids was dropped for Funimation. Now show
Akira, Gokudo, way before Naruto, there was Fonseca, Flone, and Sailor Moon on USA. The newbies in high school, they tell us that we're uncool, cause we've had our Asian fix since 1996. Akira, Gokudo, way before Boruto, there was Fonseca, Flone, and Sailor Moon on USA. The newbies in high school, they tell us that we're uncool, cause we've had our Asian fix since 1996.
Nicely done.
My favorite thing on the internet today is somebody took Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up" and played it on a higher speed, like on a record player, and it sounds just like a magical girl opening theme. And
I retweeted it too, so good.
because his voice is so low, it doesn't sound chipmunky either. It's kind of just like mid-range tenor.
Yeah.
And it works. It's so
Someone
good.
put the Cardcaptor Sakura opening too, and it
I'm-
was like great.
I know what I'm looking at when I get home.
I think Flint tweeted it.
Yeah, I retweeted it.
I have the
Yeah.
link to it on Tumblr because that's the social network that makes me happy right now.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's real funny. So, go seek and find, ye nerds. What do we do? Oh,
Oh,
PSA
so yeah.
time.
So tendon set in a live set, I tend to like to do what I call my PSA. So I call this the Internet Dating Lament. Open bracket, hashtag by Philippe, close bracket.
There's too many punctuations.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. Dear sir, I just met online. Getting to know you's what I'd like to do. We can talk about the weather or discuss our favorite shows, but there's just one thing I ask of you. Oh, don't send me photos of your dick. I'm not your doctor or your priest. That's it.
That's
Yep.
easy.
Easy PSA.
Consensual dick pics are okay,
Great.
but for it to be consensual, you have to ask, and they have to say yes.
Yeah. And not get upset if they say no.
Mm.
That's the big one.
All right. Speaking of dick.
Yes. So this is this.
We can really use that segue for almost any song.
Speaking of dick.
Speaking of dick.
So this is a song, if you have been on TikTok lately and you're kind of in the folk side of TikTok, maybe you've heard the Chemical Worker song making the rounds lately. This is a parody of the Chemical Worker song that
barely need to change.
barely needed a change. But it's from a different perspective of
Mhm.
a very difficult and dangerous job.
Well, a working lass am I, and I am telling you no lie. I work and sleep among the docks, so the laddies come to buy. There's dirt and dust around me, and the sea spray fills the air. There's a lousy smell that smacks of hell and white stuff in me hair. And it's blow, girls, blow, no time to take a break. And every day you're in this place, the more you start to wake, but you blow. Well, I've slept with saints and sinners and most every type of bloke. The tall, the small, not there but all, and some that made me choke. Spend all my time down on my knees till my thighs they start to burn. I like it rough, I've done enough to make your stomachs turn. And it's blow, girls, blow, no time to take a break. And every day you're in this place, the more you start to ache, but you blow. Well, there's overtime and golden opportunity galore. The young men have their money and they all come back for more. But soon you're working on and you're tired and you're sore. For every bob you give a job, there's 5 knocking at your door. And it's blow, girls, blow, no time to take a break. And every day you're in this place, the more you start to ache, but you blow. Well, a working lass am I, and I am telling you no lie. I work and sleep among the docks where the laddies come to buy. There's dirt and dust around me, and the sea spray fills the air. There's a lousy smell that smacks of hell and white stuff in me hair. And it's blow, girls, blow, no time to take a break. And every day you're in this place, the more you start to ache. And it's blow, girls, blow, no time to take a break. And every day you're in this place, the more you start to ache, but you blow.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Sorry, my phone alarm went off at that point.
It's all
and I
good.
was like, shit, I silenced everything except that.
All good. All good. Yeah, we don't perform that one in public as much anymore. There's just we have so many good songs. I'm happy
do.
that we got to sing that.
You have a lot
Here.
of good
I
songs
have
that
so-
you lead.
And I'm like, I'm
Like
gonna do
trying
this
to
song more, this
balance
song more. But
it
yeah,
out.
I do love that song. I'm happy that the Chemical Workers song is making the rounds again, because that's a beautiful, beautiful song, and I love
And
them
we
being
wrecked
like,
it.
you want to hear my version?
So you like this song?
Yeah.
Put it on TikTok. All of our albums are on TikTok as well. If
Yes.
people ever want to use them for background music, we have made 3 cents from TikTok since January. So hey, we'll take it.
But again, TikTok is what made Spotify go.
It's true.
That's true.
It's true. Thanks to the person who covered our version of Twiddles. And yes, I gotta write down that person's name. I feel bad not actually shouting them out.
They didn't
but
put our name down, so I don't feel
they
bad.
did after they were asked.
After they were asked.
But yeah, so
Strike the bell.
yes, another cover of traditional that was twisted a bit by the Bells of Bedlam, and then we twisted it a little more.
Like we do.
We're bringing back our pirate stuff, which is clearly our strength right now. All the hard a cappella stuff.
Right.
All right.
Down on the quarter deck and walking about, there is a second mate so steady and so stout, dreaming of his Madame Rouge, the girl he loves so well, and wishing he could go ashore to strike the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, and let us go below. If you play your cards right, you'll leave us all aglow. You haven't done your duty till you've made a maiden yell. I wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Up at the wheelhouse, the cabin boy stands, saber and lucky, warm in his hands. If he fails to please them, they'll send him straight to hell. So if he knows what's good for him, he'll strike the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. If you play your cards right, you'll leave us all aglow. You haven't done your duty till you've made a maiden yell. I wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Forward on the forecastle and on his hands and knees, a sailor lies with Lucky, trying hard to please. Flinchy looks upon them, the tale to retell, and making sure the sailor boy he strikes the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. If you play your cards right, you'll leave us all aglow. You haven't done your duty till you've made a maiden yell.
Go away,
Wish
Flinch.
you would hurry up and strike the bell.
Down
In the captain's quarters and drinking down his wine, our Rouge has got him tied up with a ball of twine. When she's finally pleased, she'll do saber for a spell, 'cause sometimes you don't need a man to strike the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, and let us go below. If you play your cards right, you'll leave us all aglow. You haven't done your duty till you've made a maiden yell.
Oh,
Wish you would
God.
hurry up and strike the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, and let us go below. play your cards right, you'll leave us all aglow. You haven't done your duty till you've made a maiden yell.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Kneel before Zod!
We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell.
Always a trip with you.
Remember, I just want to give a shout out to Narwhal Ned, who always really liked that song. Rest in peace, friend. We miss you. Okay. A little more water being retrieved, so we can vamp for a minute. You can tell them all about this next song, Saber.
Oh.
This is the
Oh,
one.
this
Another shanty.
Yes, this is another shanty parody. The original shanty.
We're bringing out classic maidens for y'all.
Yeah. I really love the original shanty of this song. I just really like the cadence and everything. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, wow, the lyrics to this are all about a ship, and they're talking about she and does it have to be a ship? And and so that's where the song went from there. Again, didn't have to change the chorus at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a
We like twisting traditionals.
this is a song that is all about how there are some things that get pumped dry that should not be pumped dry.
Ships
So.
should be, just to be
Ships-
clear.
yes,
but
yes.
other things, no.
Other things no.
There may not be a dinghy involved. Who knows?
See if I can get through this one.
I believe in you.
This song's about a ship, they say. I see it in a different way. When certain lines come out to play, it's how the girls describe their lay.
Pump her boys, you're pumping her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, you're just 1,000 miles from home.
I'm great at oral is the boast. I always give it my utmost. Prove it is my quick riposte. It lasts a minute at the most.
Pump her boys, you're pumping her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, you're just 1,000 miles from home.
As soon as stiffness starts to show, they whip it out, all raring to go. Can't tell if pleasure builds up slow. They start before the juices flow.
Pump her boys, you're pumping her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, you're just 1,000 miles from home.
It takes about 20 to 40 minutes for arousal, so you gotta work on that whole foreplay aspect. You can't just dive right in. That's what we're saying. Yeah. Some lads, they think they shake the walls, pounding in our sacred halls. They never know how our skin crawls, grind against sandpapery balls.
Pump her boys, you're pumping her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, you're just 1,000 miles from home.
We're just saying, if you're gonna shave, let's keep up with the maintenance, right? You don't have to, but just keep up with it, right? Courtesy, yeah. What seems to be a major score and oftentimes become a bore, the next day they become a chore and can't be hustled out of doors.
Pump her boys, you're pumping her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, you're just 1,000 miles from home.
Sometimes feminine people want a one-night stand too. When they say leave, that's not, oh, I actually want to cuddle. Trust them. Trust them. With wise words best to end it strong, and like all things, don't go too long. Beware the chorus of this song, if they're pumping you dry,
They're doing it wrong. Pump our boys, you're pumping her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, you're still 1,000 miles from home. Pump our boys, you're pumping her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, you're still 1,000 miles from home.
Hey, that one actually went all right. Yeah, I got all
What do
that.
you know?
Yeah, we didn't have I was like, we did that earlier, so let's just get through it. All right.
There's that was our only song that we have partially written via Mad Lib.
Yes,
That's
true.
Yeah.
We need to do that more often.
Yeah, we do Mad Lib sometimes when we're on long drives back to and from cons, just a way to keep awake when we're driving and stuff. So that one, the phrase sandpapery balls was coined, and we're like, we got to work that into a song. I took that as a challenge.
We did.
Yeah.
The other one that was a result of those long drives was Pillow Talk from the first set. I was flipping through my phone and came across an article about Christian swingers, which is a thing. People swinging for Jesus. And I was just like, how does that work?
And I
It's
was like, let me tell you all about it.
like, hey babe, that was really hot. Let me tell you about Jesus. I
know what
can't
else
imagine
is
that
hot?
working.
You know who should get between us right now? Jesus.
You know who else
I
has
may-
a praise
wait,
king?
wait.
Jesus.
Wait, I got it how it works. I may only want you for sex, but Jesus loves you. Sorry.
I mean, that is a segue you could try.
I'm just saying, I think that's,
Hey,
yeah, like if you really think about it. Yeah, okay, let's move on. All right.
Let's
all right.
not think about it.
Let's
All
not
right.
think
I
about
don't
it.
think we would be very successful swingers for Christ.
No,
I think
no.
is the takeaway from this.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. All right. Want to tell them about your granny?
Yes, my dear old granny. This is another cover from the Bells of Bedlam. And yeah, I guess we'll just go and let everybody know about Granny's advice.
I'll tell you of my granny dear, all warm and sweet and fair, with sparkling eyes like diamonds and silvery locks of hair. But underneath her sweetness she hid a vixen's heart, and so it was from time to time her wisdom she'd impart.
When I was but a little girl, me granny came to me. She taught me about the spot between my stomach and my knee. She told me where to touch and said to practice every night, 'cause no man on earth would ever take the time to get it right.
Our granny was so nice, she knew just what to do. She gave us good advice about the man in her canoe.
By the time that I was 8, I knew just how to masturbate.
She's our granny and we'll always love her so.
Now cleaning was a chore that seemed to always take all day. I rushed to finish up the job and rub the dust away. While wiping down some bottles, me granny gave a sigh. Said, if you stroke your man like that, you'll get it in the eye.
Our granny was so nice, knew how to do the job. She gave us good advice, loved to polish up that knob.
She said, let's just rub it in because it's lovely for your skin.
She's our granny and we'll always love her so.
To say I was a chatterbox would only be too kind. My talking caused the boys to run and leave me far behind. My granny said, my dearest girl, man, find you such a bore, 'cause talking isn't what you should be using your mouth for.
Our granny was so nice, that woman was a tease. She gave us good advice, bent down right down on her knees.
My reputation's grown from the men that I've been blowing.
She's our granny and we'll always love her so.
The evening of my wedding day I ran up with surprise when my husband dropped his trousers and showed his ample size. But when I told my granny dear just why I had to run, get out the way my dear, she said, I'll show you how it's done.
Our granny was so nice, she's the woman we adore. She gave us good advice, but my God, she's such a whore.
Her husband's often left 'cause granny screwed him half to death.
She's our granny and we'll always love her so. And then there came that day when Granny fell so deathly ill. She pulled us very close, her final wisdom to instill. And with what was her final breath, she whispered with a groan.
To keep your sweet and true, give him another holder bone.
Oh, hell no.
Yep, can't get into it.
It's negotiable.
I volunteer as tribute.
Our granny was so nice, she teach old dogs new tricks. She gave us good advice, such as where to hide their sticks.
Our granny never worried about whether folks got married.
She's our granny and we'll always love her so. Yes, she's our granny and we'll always love her so.
Yay! We have two
man.
more songs for you tonight. Just two.
Just two. All right.
Any questions in the chat for us?
No, amusing comments here and there.
I look forward to reading them
We look
later.
forward to checking them out. Thank you all so much for having us.
Yes, thank you very much.
So this next song, before, we'll do like a thank you and everything. But I do want to say this next song because Granny's a little, she's older, right? So her advice might be a little out of date. Just saying.
The Aspen Twixter
we-
thing. At least
yeah,
that
we-
wasn't Granny.
Right,
that
no,
was
that
a
wasn't
different
Granny. That was
person.
somebody else.
Yeah.
But the whole like your purpose is to suck cock. I mean, anyway. So I'm just saying. So we have there's updated sex education now, and this is a song all about that. This is the adult alphabet, the alphabet song.
Merrily, merrily, so merry are we. Let's do together what comes naturally. We've got lots of fun positions to try, and don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly. Well, A is for anal, we'll start from behind, while B is for Benoit, my kegels to mine. C for clitoris, you mustn't neglect, while D is for dildo to help you get wrecked, if you want. E is for eyesight, so fun to blindfold. F is for flogger, now do as you're told. G's for the G-spot, not that hard to find, while H is for head, if you be so kind. Merrily, merrily, so merry are we, let's do together what comes naturally. We've got lots of fun positions to try, and don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly. I is for intercourse, hope you don't lack. J's for the junk in the front or the back. K is for kinky, there's all kinds to choose, while L is for lube, which you always should use, even while masturbating. M is for masturbate, learn to self-please. N are for nipples, to pinch and to squeeze. O is for orgasm, oh good lord. P is for the prostate, so often ignored. Merrily, merrily, so merry are we, let's do together what comes naturally. We've got lots of fun positions to try, and don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly. Q are for quickies, fun once in a while. R is for rope tied in shibari style. S is for stroker, to pleasure your cock, while T is for tens unit, to give a shock. Google it, it's a thing. U is for undies in satin or lace. V for vibration, it isn't a race, but W for wand, to use on your crotch. X is the rating on the films that I watch. Merrily, merrily, so merry are we, let's do together what comes naturally. We've got lots of fun positions to try, and don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly. Well, Y is for yearning, your lover creates. Z for their zeal, your hunger it sates. Z's also for zipper, try not to get stuck. And now I have sung you some new ways to fuck. Merrily, merrily, so merry are we, let's do together what comes naturally. We've got lots of fun positions to try, and don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly. Excellent.
I regret we have never had sign language accompaniment to that.
For that song.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got to
I
do it
just
sometime.
really want to
Someday.
see
So
that.
good. Somebody
with-
signing. We
with
need to find
ASL.
somebody who like doesn't sign for schools, because that's the problem. is
Yeah.
that you can't. Someone who signs for like an elementary school cannot also sign for
Yeah,
us,
no, that's
right?
fair. That's fair.
So we gotta find somebody. Maybe I
Where's the
can.
catechism up
He's
to?
just chilling.
Just chilling. All right. You know
All
what
right.
happens when you chill? You have to be on camera.
Oh,
So it's one more song though.
contractual obligation.
Last Atticus signing before the last song.
He's
Exactly.
a lot more calm this time around. So he's
Yeah.
like I got my food. It's
Yeah.
fine.
If anyone has questions, please pop them in the chat. We'll do a little Q&A at the end if anyone has questions. And if you don't, fuck off. You know, we just won't do anything else after this, I guess.
Oh damn!
Like I don't know. What else?
That escalated
Rude.
quickly.
I was like, yeah, what are we gonna do after this? I don't know. Like,
We have no plan B, so questions or nothing. So that's all we got.
and compliments.
And
obviously.
compliments, yeah, we'll take compliments.
So everyone who's tipped, thank you very, very, very much. We very
Oh,
much
that's very
appreciate
kind of
it.
you. Thank you.
And don't forget about the merch. And there's coloring books at the merch. I want to point those out because we do still have a lot of those, and they're amazing.
I have them right by you if you want to show it.
where's
Hang on.
this?
Hang on, let me put it back there. Oh, it's in the
Someone also asked about your book.
And yes, and Emphas has a book now.
That's true. It comes out next month. Hang on, where are the coloring books? In
And
the
if you
one
plan to travel to Malaysia.
No, we do not plan to travel to Malaysia.
Was
Have
there
no
was
further-
there a reason why?
someone wanted
Will
to.
someone pay us to go to Malaysia?
Yeah, I
there's
don't.
that.
That
They're
just seems
too hard
such
to
an
get.
interesting
It's very expensive to go
location.
to Malaysia.
They're
Yes.
way underneath a bunch of
But we
stuff.
don't just have T-shirts. We don't just have CDs. There are also things like coloring books there as well,
Stickers.
hats, stickers. So there's lots of different stuff. If you're like, oh, I don't really do the T-shirt thing,
Yeah.
tons of stuff to look at. So please go look. And yeah, so please go look at all that. And thank you for joining us today. Right? Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can do this one. This is another cover, a fan favorite cover of a band called the Wet Spots.
Do you mind if you and I switch for this one since
That
it's
sounds like a plan.
all right?
Okay.
We do the harmony on one side and they do the harmony on the other, so it's like this song we got to switch it up a little.
Well, my father thinks you're nifty,
And you've heard of Baudelaire,
and we both agree that human rights abuses are unfair.
You understand your feelings.
And I'm not afraid to share.
And I think I could do something with your hair.
You smell nice,
and you're groovy,
and we both like nerdy movies.
My mother says you have that touch of class.
I can see a shining future where we'll dialogue and nurture.
But there's just one thing I feel I need to ask. Do you take it up the ass? Do you take it up the ass? When it comes to brains, you've got 'em, but unless you play the bottom, I don't think you and me are gonna last. Do you take it up the ass? Do you take it up the ass? I'm not really one for begging, so unless you're into pegging, afraid I'm gonna have to take a pass. 'Cause you're adorable, reliable, but is your anus pliable? That's the information that we need.
would you do it if you loved me?
If you're nervous, squat above me.
You'll be able to control the depth and speed. Do you take it up the ass? Do you take it up the ass? Ooh. Do you take it up the ass?
Hey!
Everyone
Opa!
look up the music video from the Wet Spots on that one. It's really funny.
Yes.
Yes.
Good music videos all around. Definitely look up all the other artists and songs and things like that on Spotify and other places that we covered. We covered the Double Clicks tonight. We covered Janie Maneely. We have the PDX Broadsides, Bells of Bedlam. I think some of their music's still out. Garfunkel and Oates.
Yep.
So many different amazing artists. Please check out all of their music as well. So yeah.
They're very good. Any cues for us to A?
Are you all writing any new songs? If so, how many? And is there a new album in the works?
I guess technically there were like a couple that were in the works before.
We do have a couple of
Pandemic?
new songs that we have performed, such as "You're Not Kinky Enough for Me." Some of you may have heard that at some shows and things like that. There are a couple of other songs that I have in the works or have been working on over the pandemic.
The I Am Polyam one.
I Am Polyam is another one that we haven't ever really performed. I do that one at folk sings a lot in folk circles. But yeah, there are other songs. What is the future right now? Like, what is the future? So we don't want to
make plans.
We're not making any promises about recordings or anything right now. I wish we could, but that's not something we can do.
We couldn't even go someplace in person.
Yeah.
One song I wrote ironically before the pandemic is "Everything's on Fire and It's Fine."
Oh yes.
And that was
Things got more
that
on
turned out
fire.
to be
Things
not
got
quite
way more on
as
fire.
it's a little, it's not gonna work for what we do. Unfortunately, it needs like a big band or something. And also, I wrote one that's like, "Let's get married after everyone we love is dead." You know, a nice light tune.
Because screw weddings.
Yeah, exactly. Like the whole wedding planning process is so agonizing. So, yeah, at least it was for me. So, yeah, you know, there's stuff.
There's stuff we all, those of us that write music, still write music, but it's sort of like, when can we practice? When can we perform? Everything's so in flux right now.
Yeah,
So thank you for being here.
Yeah, we
Thank
have
you.
finally fulfilled our 2019 Kickstarter promises, other than the music video, which is coming. It's been shot, and it will come out, so that's our last Kickstarter obligation. But yeah, it's been, like, we did not get together to rehearse until about August of last year, and just getting back up to speed after 2 years apart took a while. And then we performed at the Ohio Valley Film Festival, and we've done a couple of shows at private events, but that's been kind of it. So we're working with the New Deal to try to get another show in before our November show. So we have a show November 30th at the New Deal, but we're trying to get one a little sooner than that. Hopefully things will die down on the pandemic side, and we'll do what we can.
Cat found a new perch.
Oh,
That's
it's
cat on a cajon.
Cat on cajon now. It's
Yep.
like, this is my spot.
And after pandemic stuff and this all kind of dies down, if you have ideas for places to go or places that will help us get there and
Yeah,
be
we
able to perform
can't
for
pay
you.
for our own travel anymore. They got to pay for it. So
Yeah.
airline tickets for 4 people plus our merch, which is heavy, add up. So if you want us to
Yeah.
come to XYZ, talk to a place and see if they will pay to take us there.
Yes, please.
Is the short answer.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have a problem performing in Malaysia if they paid for us.
I mean, I think that sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that would be great.
But we can't get there on our own. Sorry.
yeah, and also it gets to be an issue with like taking time off work and things because we all have day jobs.
Yeah.
So it can be tricky to work
Current
out.
favorite books?
Oh.
Oh.
How do you pick a favorite?
I know, that's like choosing among my children. I tell you what, the one I'm reading right now is really, really good, and I just have it over here. So, this is Thomas Prower's Queer Magic, LGBT Spirituality and Culture from Around the World.
Nice.
It is absolutely fascinating, and I'm going to be talking to Tomas next week on I have a little web show called 4 Quick Cues, Book Talk with Enfys, where I interview pagan authors and ask them 4 questions chosen by a D20.
Nice. I love it.
It's a very short interview show. It's like 15 to 30 minute episodes, and it's really fun so far. So it's approximately every other week on either Monday or Wednesday. And they can go to my website, majorrqueerna.com, to find out when that is happening.
Excellent. Yay. Yeah, I don't have I'm not reading anything new right now, so I don't have anything new. I just.
What are books?
Some of us aren't as much readers these days.
Some of us
read
don't.
Gone are the
I
days
get
of my
media,
youth
and then
when I was
immediately regret
constantly
reading
reading.
social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I have like 7 books going right now.
People have attention spans? What? No, sorry.
Yeah, what are those?
I will also say, The Body Is Not an Apology by, it's Sonia Renee Taylor. I had to look because I have the workbook over there. That's a real good book that I would like just about everyone to read because it's about body shame in our culture. And it's really interesting and really inspiring.
Nice.
So,
Excellent.
I could be here all day recommending
Cool
books, so I'm gonna
recommendation.
stop.
Thank
I
you.
know.
Thank you for recommending a couple since all of us are like,
Exactly.
Illiterate peons.
Yeah.
I do spend a lot of time watching Canadians play video games on stream, so like I'm not all about books all the time. So I have hobbies that are not worth crowing about too.
People are asking for links to all the things, so I will leave that
Okay.
up to you.
I will drop that. Actually, I will drop that in the chat now, real quick. I will just take this from you and type it in.
Yes.
All the things.
Upcoming shows has been another question.
Yep.
If there are any of
The
those.
November
We got
one
that.
is the only one definitely on the books at New Deal Cafe.
November 30th.
We're hoping to add another New Deal Cafe one, and I think that's kind of
Probably
Yeah,
gonna be it.
for the moment.
We did not apply for any conventions this year because things are still so volatile with the pandemic. And the reason we canceled the New Deal show is that the county where the New Deal is in currently has a 10% positivity rate, which is higher than it was at the peak of Delta. So we have high-risk people in the band. We were not interested in putting ourselves or anyone in the audience at risk.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll keep sort of trying to gauge things as they go because there's a whole lot of what do we do? How do we handle this?
And as
So-
they come, we will put them on the website so you know.
Mhm.
Put them on our social media. We will put them everywhere.
Yeah, if you have a local show you're interested in us performing at, like a variety show, a burlesque, any kind of like bar gig in the DC area, especially if you provide sound equipment, because we do not have our own sound equipment, so please let us know. You can reach out to us through the website or social media or whatever. We're pretty easy to get a hold of.
There was a how did you guys form as a group question,
Ah,
That's
a favorite
yeah,
question.
I'll answer that question. So
and then the bar rescue question.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're not going to go into that too much, but no. So yeah, so the group formed because at Pirates Tavern, I already had a shanty band, Scales and Cross Tones, and Tracy kept coming to me, the boss, and being like, you need to form like an all, like sexy group, right, all together. And I was like, well, yeah, I'd love to do that. And then so we did.
We auditioned our sexiness.
We auditioned the sexiness, and we had a group of 7 and the harmonies. Like, I mean,
sexy
you're very beautiful, but like the harmonies.
Like Michael
like,
Bolton with that big sexy hook.
You also bring in like the filthiest songs.
I am
so.
Michael Bolton of this part.
This is the tale.
But yeah, there were originally 7 members, and we kind of whittled down over time to the 4 because that is a lot of people to schedule and keep track of in rehearsals, and
People just had other life
and
things
so,
that took them away from the band.
Yep. Other bands, med school, things like that. Very important things.
And then we just all sort of fell in together, and it worked.
Stayed.
And it worked.
Yeah, so by the time we were performing at conventions, it was just us 4, and it's been that way ever since.
This October will mark 10 years since our first rehearsal.
Holy shit.
A decade.
No.
I know, right?
No.
Yeah.
We're not that old.
Oh yeah, we are. Oh
No.
yeah, we are.
We've all changed decades of age in the course of this band.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yep. Any other cues?
Oh, the bar rescue. Was there like a question or like just
How do you feel about it?
A question or a
terrible.
comment?
Fuck that shit! That was like one of the worst experiences of my life. No,
Yeah.
no joke.
Reality
Yeah,
TV is
same.
not real, people.
It
It's
killed our favorite bar. In really
Killed in her
stupid
cheers.
ways.
I mean, even beyond that,
it
just
killed,
the
it killed our
amount
favorite bar.
of
It killed friendships. It killed almost killed the community.
Yeah.
Like it was really bad.
like just the amount of investment that people who watch the show have, and things they were willing to do and say to staff members, regulars, owners.
Call you up and give you death threats and things like
I
that.
was
Not just death threats either.
no,
Some
I was-
people actually even showed up in person, and we had to call the cops.
Jeez.
Like it was very ugly.
I was getting pretty shitty messages in my DMs for a very, very long time after that.
So it was separate from the question of like what it was like to be on the show, which was sucky but not the worst. It really is the level of vitriol that complete strangers will shoot your way because you didn't behave in a way that they thought you should based on
You were
the
edited
view
to not
that they
behave that way.
see on a show
And
that they have nothing to do with.
And none of the people working got paid for their time working while shooting the show either.
Do you remember when we got locked in the van for like 10 hours?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They left us outside while they were filming other stuff indoors, and finally 2 people were like, well, we're just going to go to the 7-Eleven that's a block away to grab drinks because we've been sitting outside for hours. And it just so happened in the 15 minutes they were gone, that was when they were ready for us to do other things indoors. And to make sure that none of us were unavailable when it was time for us to do shots again, they started locking us in a passenger van. And
They took
had
all
an
of our
intern
phones.
just watch us to make sure we wouldn't walk off the premises. Because we weren't allowed to go inside to use the bathroom either because they were shooting in there. So the people were going to 7-Eleven to get a drink and use the bathroom.
And they were like, you can't go anywhere. And it was like, what? And they're like, yeah, you signed this contract. We were like, what? And it was don't ever go on a reality television show.
bullshit.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Maybe the Great British Bake Off. That
Maybe
would
the Great
probably
British
be
Bake
okay.
Don't do it otherwise. Yeah.
Maybe that one is okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions or anything? All right.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
It was lovely to see you, sort of. It's lovely to perform for you. Let's put it that way.
It has been a while, and we appreciate every single one of you taking time out of your night.
Yeah. We miss you all. We hope to see you in person real soon.
Until then,